didn't land it.
I shave my beard.
That might work.
Grab some of the cords and wrap something sturdy around my leg.
The points don't matter. Quick, Drew Carey visual.
Drew Carey right here.
Right here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I just exploded. Sick. Roll for recap.
Jake, why don't you tell us what happened in our last episode?
It's pretty simple. So we're being pursued by a Euclidean nightmare troupe of marauders. Something more horrible and terrible than we've faced before. In fact, it's one of the four powers of the discordant chords of the cordia. I'm sorry. The Euclidean waves are messing with my perception power. So basically what happened was Sam and Rem became Cuddle Puddle. I made a really smart decision, and Jordy's helping me out with that one. With the fuzz hot on our trail, Ari crashed the Qmobile, and
I didn't crash it. I hit a bank. It's different.
And he was having a very heated conversation with Izzy about his place in the band, and also Rem and Sam are back inside the Qmobile.
Oh, yeah.
And Jordan has come out to help me, and I'm hanging out in a bag by the scruff of my neck. What happens next?
The thing, like I said in the last episode, was kind of a big dog catcher that grabbed you around the neck. It's not necessarily a bag, but it is kind of a clamp that has now grabbed you by the neck and is hoisting you up, and they've kind of javelined you up forward.
I'm humiliated.
All this has happened. You've noticed that the Qmobile slowed down really quickly. Rem and Sam went flying into the back of the Qmobile, and you made a lot of distance to close the gap between the Qmobile and the encroaching horde. In fact, so much distance that the bikes have now begun to flank the Qmobile, and the lead truck, War Rig, has shoveled its snowplow kind of train front underneath the back bumper of the Qmobile. Everybody inside the car, you are jolted not only by Sam and Rem flying into the back of the vehicle, but a beat later, you are then kicked upwards as your back wheels begin to spin out. Are we talking like this bad boy's rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive? What are we thinking on the
It's three-wheel drive, actually.
Oh, interesting. Which three?
Well, one of the wheels is like it's a speaker head, so
yeah, it's the three wheels are the two diagonal ones and then the steering wheel.
Oh.
Can I be wheel with all you for a second?
Oh, fuck.
You die instantly. It's crazy.
Explode.
Jordy, you are now skating alongside the War Rig, essentially. They are bumper to bumper with the Qmobile, and you are dangling out of the back, so to speak, or skating behind it. So you've had to move to the side a little bit for this vehicle. Motorcycle to your right, giant War Rig smashed into Qmobile in the middle, and then another motorcyclist on the left.
Okay.
And then there's you kind of caught on we're going to say their right side of the Qmobile War Rig hybrid.
And Jake is not in the possession of either of these motorcyclists?
He is the motorcyclist on your right.
My sacrifice was not yet in vain.
I want to try to take out the motorcyclist on the left who's not holding Jake.
Smart move. Yeah. We wouldn't want to help Jake.
No. And go like under the War Rig to the other side where the other motorcyclist is, and at the same time kind of do some damage from underneath on my way.
You want to like power slide underneath and shoot a fireball up underneath the thing?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds sick.
Alright, we're rolling. We got a 4 and a 5?
5 is a success. It's not a perfect success, but it is a success.
It's because I still barfed a little bit.
You collapse your legs.
Wait, hold on. Did you barf a little bit?
Did you barf a little bit?
Just say you barfed a little bit.
That's just because I...
Editor, barf
Add it
check.
to the counter.
Yes!
Puke count number 3.
So you collapse your legs to the right, so your knees hit the ground, and you are then holding your guitar, I guess because your bass guitar, and you are able to then kind of use the entire length of the bass guitar like a wakeboard handle. You then collapse it, now are on your side by a fraction that you make it through, but it is precise. You, at the last moment, use the power from your rocket boost heels and fire through underneath the wheels of this vehicle.
Sick.
We need to do a check if you can do some damage. So go ahead and roll an attack, which is,
Okay.
once again, 2d6.
2d6. We're rolling. We got a 2 and a 4.
Unsuccessful, unfortunately. You left some burn marks, but no damage was made. And you are now on the left side of the vehicle by the other motorcyclist who is not carrying Jake.
He doesn't see me coming. I want to shoot another fireball at this guy ASAP.
As you're charging that up, we're going to move to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Either that, or we could roll initiative. What would you guys like?
I think we
What
should
would
just
we
suit
like?
up and get out there, right?
Yeah.
Initiative it is. First in the order, unfortunately, is the enemy. The
What?
leader, the boss himself, makes themselves known on the front of the war rig, like a captain standing at the bow of his ship. They are wearing a trench coat, but around them is that fizzling, strange, soapy energy. At their hand seems to be energy that is beckoning and calling to them. They begin to channel energy in their right fist, and then they cinch their fists shut. The Qmobile, you suddenly notice that the sides of it go as it begins to take damage.
No!
Ari, go ahead and roll 2d6. This is a rather rare perception saving throw.
I shall perceive. 7.
You notice this strange fizzling energy around you. Suddenly all the shapes seem to become strange, and as if they're trying to extrude and exaggerate. Your vision is being changed, but you push through it, and you are able to snap out of whatever this thing was that was trying to take control of you. Next up, Jordy.
I want to try to blast the second motorcyclist. I got a 4 and a 2. I just don't have it in me, boys.
You're just recovering from getting out of this really, really fucking cool maneuver, to be fair.
To be fair.
I didn't land it.
You fire a precise shot at the motorcyclist, but they are able to deflect your firebolt with some sort of strange mirage of a shield. You have a movement left, or you can take another action.
I want to try and come and just like punch him if the fire isn't working. I got a 5 and a 6.
Success, almost a crit success. The punch lands hard. Do you imbue this bad boy with a little fire?
Oh yeah.
Do
Let's
it.
get some oomph behind it. We'll just do an upper.
Fucking right upper hook as you're
Right
coming
upper.
out of this thing. A fireball, he's like, ha ha! And then there's a beat, and then just a fist colliding, tooth flying out. He flies, doing a backflip off his motorcycle, hits the ground. The motorcycle goes off a cliff, or like off a ramp, we'll say, and
Motorcycle too, yeah.
explodes against the sides of the ravine.
Jordy, that was sick.
That was
Jordan,
sick.
do you look at the explosion? Do you look at the explosion?
I don't even look. I let it go out behind me.
Ari, you're up.
Okay, so the ship has penetrated us in the back.
You don't have to say it like that.
Do we? No, it's correct.
You have been backshot.
No, yeah.
Oh, man.
Our back is shot.
What's our target audience again, guys?
I'd like to skitter my way out of there.
Once you are outside, wind whipping around and stuff, you are going to have to grip onto the long edge of this pyramid, right?
Can I use my trash, or maybe some of the pieces of the van that have scattered after it's shattered? Can I use that as trash to like make little trash gauntlets and like use it to like climb?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a trash check with the 2d6 to see if you can spell in some trash to create trash gauntlets.
And
I got a
confuse the
4 and a
audience
1. Yeah.
on a spiritual level.
4 and a 1.
Yeah.
It's hard to put yourself in the metaphysical mindset of what actually constitutes as trash when everything is whipping around you.
I have
you're-
an existential breakdown.
You're not sure. It's like, what is trash right now? And you are not able to channel the energy to create these gauntlets.
It's
Okay.
cool, man. You have a lot of anxiety right now. Like, it's hard to get it going. You
I
know?
should really start therapy, trash therapy.
Next up is the motorcyclists. The cyclist is dead, so it's the other motorcyclist who is up. They are kind of currently occupied with holding Jake, so they are going to attack with disadvantage with a gun. They're going to try and shoot at the driver of the Qmobile, who is in the front seat. It's Ari and...
And Izzy.
Busy.
Okay,
I guess
they're-
not me anymore. It would be just Izzy.
Oh, who's driving the car?
I stopped the car.
Oh, right, yeah, you're being...
Yeah, I thought we're stopped.
I got you. So no one... You're not stopped as much as you're being pushed. So that makes sense. No
Yeah.
one's driving. A shot has been fired. Even with disadvantage, they get a 5. So Izzy, you're first in the way, unfortunately.
Fuck.
You're going to take a point of damage as the glass
Shit.
next to you explodes. And a bullet
Okay.
flies. And since these are bullets, if it actually shot you, you'd be dead. So you just take damage from the bullet exploding the glass next to you and maybe scathing a bit of your shoulder.
To be fair, you probably look cooler, Izzy.
I know. Thank you.
Next up, speaking of which, is Jake.
I am screaming and I'm kicking and getting
No, you're
choked
not. You're
out
choking.
here. Can I get to my tuning fork?
Yeah, it's on your person. You'd have to let go of your, throat for a second, but at this point, you're choking to death anyway, so why not?
I'm gonna try to clonk my capture or.
Like I said, if your feet couldn't kick them, your upper body's probably not going to reach either.
No, I'm gonna throw it.
Oh, that might
I'm
work.
gonna. I'm Hail Marying it. I
Yeah.
am like I don't even know which end I'm holding. I don't.
Yeah,
even know,
you're-
like it's spinning a circle. Did I get like a really
You're getting all those black dots showing up,
Yeah. Just like the last time I gave blood, but it's still important to do that.
Yeah, and there's no cookies on deck right now. I'm so sorry.
Do it, Jake. Do it.
So it's a 3.
Ah!
Well,
You're
Luckily,
tuning-
I wasn't
not it, but-
emotionally close with this thing, but
Yeah, the tuning fork just hits the dirt and flies away. Hey, last
Oh, no
episode
shit.
or last session, it was Ari that was just running the whole time in combat on the treadmill, so to speak. Whoa,
whoa.
Ari.
whoa!
I just exploded.
And now it's you, Jake. You're in the hot seat now.
I shave my beard.
Oh my God!
no!
You didn't.
How?
The thing that's in my neck right now, it's cutting pretty close, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just start carrying it.
Ah!
And I just start taking out all. I need millimeters here. I need
right.
I need to lose ballast
Fuck
right
it.
now.
Roll a
And
d6.
I'm just going.
Oh,
for it.
no.
This is
you
your
can't.
Hail Mary d6 here,
And
but
I got a 5.
your
Oh shit!
this is
He
the
has shaved.
closest shave of your life because it's clipping up on your chin and going here. It miraculously leaves you with just a mustache, but you have now slid out and you have now fireman falling down the pole and you have your butt is seated on the front of the motorcycle handlebars.
My beard.
Okay, I'm gonna get my bearings. Last I checked, I had just crashed into the back of the Qmobile, and then a vehicle just crashed into the back of the Qmobile. So I am like right on the the nose of the war machine. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so I am going to grab the base that I stole from our previous adventure.
Okay.
I know dual wielding doesn't do anything for me, but I think it'll look cool. I'm just going to take both of those things and kind of follow in the direction of Ari, get up on top of that rig.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 to see if you can hold your balance. Okay.
And I rolled a 4 and a 1, so
You slip for a moment. You don't fall off, but you are not able to make any distance. So you have used your movement and your action just to stay onto the side. But fortunate that you brought that extra base, you are able to use the pipe wrench base to then clip onto the hard edge of the snowplow and hold on for a moment. So you are kind of at an angle dangling off the side of the snowplow.
sick.
I'm still in the van, so
Yeah, you also just crashed into the van.
can I see what's on the floor of the van?
Bag of chips, empty. Quinn is kind of just like
Oh, yeah.
bracing themselves. Various instrumental detritus, chords, as well as musical instruments.
Okay, I'm gonna pat Quinn on the head, and then I'm gonna grab some of the cords and wrap something sturdy around my leg.
You find that gold-filled XLR cable premium shit, and you wrap that around your leg.
That's
That'll
right.
take an action, but that will at least make your leg usable.
All right, I grab my bat staff, and I step out of the van.
Izzy, you're up.
I also get up onto the top of the van to get onto the snowplow. as you
Okay,
said.
your initial movement gets you there, and then if you want to make it up onto the actual platform, that will be a check.
Yes, I do. All right, so I'm gonna throw 2d6,
Correct.
and I got a 4 and a 1. So
You also are not able to gain traction as this
God
particular snowplow is very
damn it.
smooth. You don't fall off. You do a similar maneuver where you just kind of slip and you're getting used to how to maneuver this and you grab onto the edge as well. Both you and Rem at the same time are kind of doing this similar dance. We'll say maybe you hit like this bump in the ground that kind of threw off your balance and you are now both kind of hanging on. Next up is the Hyperbolic Warlock, who is standing in front of you. They are going to raise another hand into the air and you notice that there are these gathering storm clouds around the side of the vehicle that form into these tentacles of dirt and energy. And a tentacle collapses down onto the snowplow itself. So everybody on the snowplow, go ahead and roll a saving throw to see if you can stay on 2d6.
Shit.
If you succeed, you don't take damage. If you don't, you take damage.
I got a 4 and a 3.
Okay, you're going to take a point of damage.
Sweet.
I got a 2 and a 5.
You don't take a point of damage.
Oh yeah, I don't.
5 and a 4. So 9 total.
You are successful. Okay, it's going to use its other turn to slam the other tentacle down.
Hey,
Go ahead and roll
taking
again.
damage is kind of cool, guys. You should try it.
I handle that one even better. 4 and a 6.
Okay, successful. Ari?
1 and a 6.
Okay, you're successful. And Izzy?
6 and a 2.
You're all successful. And the tentacle is also successful at destroying the snowplow. As it collapses down, it severs the snowplow off. And now the Qmobile is then lurched forward. And there is this moment where the Qmobile is completely detached with a snowplow in front of it. There's a break between the two. And now it is being pushed upwards. The pressure of the actual rig itself pushing now down onto the detached snowplow, which then again, in turn, is pushing on the Qmobile with no driver in the seat.
No,
But
shiny
things
dog.
are precarious now. Warlock's turn. Jordy, you're up. You see it. You are able to comprehend all this action happening.
I got distracted drawing Jake without a beard.
Dude, that happens to me all the time.
I'm gonna like try to maneuver back into the driver's seat from the
Yeah, we can
door.
say you just use your movement. You're used to what you're doing at this point to use your jet boosters to then open the driver's side door into
Okay.
the Qmobile, and you're able to move into there.
I'm gonna take the wheel. I'm gonna take the wheel.
Okay, go ahead and roll a handling, just a check, 2d6, everything. I put qualifiers in front of it. It doesn't really matter. The points don't matter. Quick, Drew Carey visual,
Drew Carey right here.
right here.
Drew's gonna be really disappointed because I got a 2 and a 1.
You are driving the car, but you are not able to get control of it. So it's going to maybe take another check, but the wheel pushes back, and you are still feeling like you are being careened towards the left, as if your vehicle is then being pushed towards its side. That is your turn. Ari, you're up.
So with the plow destroyed, am I like flying through the air? Like,
No, you're still attached. It's been severed, but you are holding now onto the plow, right? They hit the
Yes.
point of connection between the plow and the war rig itself.
so does that mean there's an opening into the ship?
There,
Hey,
I mean,
yo!
yeah, you could jump the gap onto the platform of the...
I will jump the gap and raccoon my way into that ship. Ooh, that's a 6 and a 5.
Success.
I screech as I do it.
You gracefully and screechfully leap the gap, your feet colliding with the metallic war rig platform, the grated metal ringing up your body.
Ooh.
You take a moment to settle, and then you follow the vibrations up your body, and you look up, and you keep looking up, and you are now at the feet of a 7-foot-tall, hyperbolic Euclidean master warlock.
Oh shit.